Why exactly does Spain celebrate La Tomatina? This exciting festival, held annually in the town of Buñol, transforms the streets into a vibrant mess of squashed tomatoes. Celebrated on the last Wednesday of August, La Tomatina attracts thousands of people from around the globe who come together to toss ripe tomatoes at each other, creating a fun and lively atmosphere. The origins of this quirky event can be traced back to a local dispute in 1945, when some young people started a food fight during a festival. Over time, it grew into the full-blown tomato-throwing event that we know today. Participants don protective goggles and t-shirts, ready to dive into a sea of red fruit. This unique festival not only fosters joy and camaraderie among attendees, but also highlights the importance of community and fun in Spanish culture. So, are you ready to join in the tomato-throwing madness? Did you know that Earth is our unique life hub? While scientists have discovered thousands of exoplanets, none have matched Earth's incredible ability to support life. Our planet boasts a perfect balance of elements that make life thrive, like water, a breathable atmosphere, and an ideal temperature range. From the towering trees of the Amazon rainforest to the vast oceans filled with diverse marine life, Earth is a vibrant biosphere teeming with ecosystems. These ecosystems not only provide habitats for countless organisms, but also create the complex networks that sustain them. Researchers are constantly exploring whether life might exist elsewhere, particularly on moons like Europa or planets like Mars. Yet none have shown the same rich tapestry of life we have here. The quest continues, but for now, Earth stands alone as the only known planet with such a diverse and intricate ecosystem. Isn't it fascinating how special our home truly is? Surprisingly, it's a fact that Christmas dining rituals matter. In the Czech Republic, a fascinating belief states that your holiday table should have an even number of diners. Why? If there's an odd number, the person left without a partner risks bad luck or even death. This superstition highlights the cultural importance of balance and harmony during festive gatherings. But that's not all. Czechs also engage in unique customs like slicing apples. The patterns of the seeds can forecast health for the coming year. Plus, they place scales from a Christmas carp under dinner plates, a symbol of prosperity and good fortune. These quirky traditions not only enhance the holiday spirit, but also connect families to their rich cultural heritage. So next time you set a holiday table, consider the number of diners and the traditions that make the celebration extra special. You won't believe this about the letter E. For decades, the letter E represented a failing grade in schools until a curious change occurred in the 1930s. Educators grew concerned that students might misinterpret E as meaning excellent, creating confusion in the classroom. It seems odd now, but this fear led to a significant shift in grading practices. As a result, the letter F was introduced to signify failure, allowing a clearer distinction for students striving to achieve their best. This change has stuck around, and today the grading scale often consists of letters from A to F. Interestingly, the letter E still holds a spot in our educational lexicon, prompting questions about grading systems worldwide. It's a fascinating example of how language and education evolve over time to avoid miscommunication and enhance clarity. Can you imagine a world where failing was marked as excellent? Prepare to be amazed by gladiator diets. Did you know that gladiators, also called hordeari, had a unique diet that fueled their fierce battles? These ancient warriors consumed a carbohydrate-rich regimen, primarily featuring barley. This grain was essential for providing the high energy needed to endure grueling combat. Similar to how modern athletes load up on pasta before competitions, gladiators relied on their barley-heavy meals to boost their stamina and strength. Interestingly, it wasn't just about energy. The hordeari also incorporated other nutrients to maintain their physical condition. Historical studies even suggest that they drank a special drink made from plant ashes mixed with vinegar, thought to help strengthen their bones. So while we often think of gladiators as fierce fighters, it's fascinating to realize that their success in the arena also depended on smart nutrition. Who knew that such ancient athletes had such a strategic approach to diet? Explore the breathtaking cliffs of Moher in Ireland. These majestic cliffs rise dramatically to an impressive height of 702 feet above the roaring Atlantic Ocean. Nestled on the west coast of Ireland, the cliffs of Moher stretch for about 5 miles, making them one of the most iconic natural wonders in the country. When you stand at the edge, you'll be greeted by sweeping views that seem to go on forever, with the ocean waves crashing against the rugged cliffs below. This stunning landscape is not just a feast for the eyes, it's also a haven for wildlife. Various seabirds, including puffins and razorbills, call these cliffs home, and you might catch a glimpse of them soaring through the sky or nesting in the rocky crevices. The cliffs of Moher also hold a rich history, featuring ancient fortifications and tales of legends that have shaped Irish culture. Whether you're hiking along the paths or simply soaking in the scenery, the cliffs offer an unforgettable experience that connects you with the natural beauty of Ireland. So what are you waiting for? Here's something incredible about flossing your teeth. Did you know that flossing not only helps keep your smile bright, but might also boost your memory? Research shows that when you maintain healthy gums, it can actually improve blood flow to your brain. This is important because good circulation delivers oxygen and nutrients that your brain needs to function well. When you floss regularly, you're not just protecting your teeth from cavities, but you're also taking care of your entire body. It turns out that dental health plays a key role in your overall well-being, including cognitive functions like memory and thinking skills. So the next time you reach for that floss, remember, you're not just avoiding dental issues. You're also giving your brain a little boost. Is oral hygiene the secret to sharper thinking? Did you know standby power has a huge impact? Until recently, millions of households unknowingly wasted billions of dollars each year on standby power consumption. Devices like TVs, microwaves, and game consoles continue to draw electricity even when turned off, a phenomenon known as phantom load. Thanks to advancements in technology and increased awareness, manufacturers now design devices to be more energy efficient, drastically reducing this waste. Smart power strips and energy-efficient design can cut standby power use significantly, resulting in a much lower electricity bill for families. This shift not only saves money, but also helps the environment by reducing overall energy consumption. In a world where every watt counts, these changes in consumer electronics show how small adjustments can lead to significant savings and a greener planet. Isn't it amazing how the little things add up? Why exactly does the Clenca Atlas amaze everyone? The Clenca Atlas, displayed proudly in the British Library in London, holds the record as the world's largest book. Imagine a volume measuring an astonishing 1.75 meters tall and 1.9 meters wide, weighing a hefty 150 kilos. Created in the 17th century, this massive atlas showcases meticulously detailed maps that were essential for navigation during that era. It isn't merely a book, it's a significant piece of history, bound in leather and filled with an incredible wealth of geographical knowledge from around the globe. Each page represents the art of cartography at a time when maps were hand-drawn, illustrating the skills of talented artists and navigators. As you stand before this colossal work, you can't help but contemplate how people perceived the world centuries ago. Just imagining flipping through its enormous pages offers a unique glimpse into a past when exploration defined our understanding of the planet. The Clenca Atlas invites us to reflect on how geography has shaped history and continues to influence our world today. Here's something incredible about Karnak Temple. The Karnak Temple in Egypt stands as one of the largest and most awe-inspiring temple complexes on our planet, dedicated to the mighty god Amun. Spanning over 200 acres, this ancient site showcases the incredible craftsmanship of ancient Egyptians. A standout feature of Karnak is the enchanting avenue lined with sphinxes, which leads visitors from Karnak to the nearby Temple of Luxor. These remarkable sculptures, with the body of a lion and the head of a human, serve as a bridge between two sacred places, creating a breathtaking pathway through history. Even more fascinating is the ongoing excavation at the Temple of Luxor, where archaeologists are tirelessly working to uncover more hidden sphinxes. Each discovery adds to our understanding of ancient Egyptian culture and religion. What secrets will the sands of Luxor reveal next on this journey through time? Meet August, the fascinating night faun of nature. This tiny creature measures about 70 millimeters tall and 15 millimeters wide, packing a lot of intrigue into its small size. Known for its unique adaptations, August thrives in low-light environments, making it a master of nocturnal exploration. With its delicate features and agile movements, this night faun navigates through shadows with ease, finding food and avoiding predators. August's distinctive physical traits allow it to blend seamlessly into its surroundings, ensuring its safety during nighttime adventures. Interestingly, despite its small stature, August plays a crucial role in the ecosystem, helping to maintain the balance of the habitats it occupies. So next time you encounter a creature with such impressive adaptations, remember the extraordinary August, a perfect example of nature's wonders. What other marvels do you think are waiting to be discovered? What happened when Bigfoot met the FBI? In 1976, Peter Burns made headlines by sending a hair sample to the FBI, claiming it belonged to the elusive Sasquatch, commonly known as Bigfoot. To their surprise, instead of dismissing the claim outright, the FBI opened a case file labeled T4, which stands for Technical Operations and Research. This marked the beginning of a unique investigation that lasted over 2 decades. While the FBI quickly identified the hair as belonging to a deer, this didn't stop them from diving deeper into the mystery. They collected numerous reports and analyzed a variety of evidence related to Bigfoot sightings across the United States. Despite the intriguing stories and sightings from countless enthusiasts and believers, the FBI ultimately found no conclusive proof of Sasquatch's existence. Today, the declassified files from this peculiar investigation are available for anyone curious enough to explore. This fascinating chapter in the pursuit of cryptozoology raises the question, could there really be undiscovered animals lurking in the wild? Can you imagine that cats can drink salt water? It's true, cats have some amazing adaptations, and one of their coolest traits is their ability to hydrate using salt water. While most animals would become dehydrated from drinking seawater, cats defy the odds. Their kidneys are incredibly efficient at filtering salt, allowing them to harness the water for hydration without getting sick. This remarkable ability likely stems from their wild ancestors, who roamed arid environments where fresh water was a luxury. In those harsh conditions, being able to utilize salt water would have been crucial for survival, making them adaptable hunters. Today, domestic cats prefer fresh water, but this unique skill highlights their evolutionary resilience. It's fascinating to think about how creatures like the African wildcat thrived in desert landscapes, often relying on dew and the occasional drink from saltwater sources. So next time you watch your kitty lapping up water, remember, they aren't just adorable companions, they're survivors with a remarkable lineage. This intriguing trait serves as a reminder of nature's clever strategies for survival, even when challenges like water scarcity arise. Guess what really drives the heaviest building ever? Romania's Palace of the Parliament in Bucharest holds the record as the heaviest building in the world, weighing an astonishing 4 million tons. This colossal structure, built during the regime of Nicolae Ceausescu, showcases not only remarkable architecture, but also immense ambition. Imagine a building made up of over 100 rooms, vast halls, and even an underground bunker. The sheer weight of this palace comes from its extensive use of concrete and marble, with numerous materials sourced from all around Romania. Why such grandiosity? Ceausescu aimed to create a symbol of power and pride for his country, creating a structure that dwarfs most others in size and weight. The palace isn't just a marvel of construction, it also includes stunning decorations and art. Today, it stands as a tourist attraction and a reminder of Romania's complex history. Are you ready to explore its halls? Meet the remarkable Jeanne Calment, the oldest recorded person. Jeanne Calment was a French woman who lived an astonishing 122 years, setting the record for the longest human lifespan ever documented. Born on February 21, 1875 in Arles, France, she witnessed an incredible span of history, from the invention of the telephone to the moon landing. Calment's long life was filled with unique experiences, including meeting Vincent van Gogh when she was just a teenager. Her cheerful personality and active lifestyle contributed to her longevity. She enjoyed cycling until she was 100 and took up fencing in her 80s. Jean famously said, "If you can't do anything about it, don't worry about it." This positive outlook, combined with her love of chocolate and a glass of port wine daily, might have played a role in her extraordinary lifespan. The mystery behind her longevity fascinates scientists and researchers, leading to ongoing studies about aging and health. What secrets did Jean carry with her during her long life? Join the race to be the first commenter. If you want to grab attention online, being the first to answer questions or comment on videos can make a difference. Social media and video platforms reward quick responses with visibility and recognition. By commenting quickly, not only do you show your enthusiasm, but you also increase your chances of earning a shout-out from creators. This interaction can enhance your social experience and even help you connect with like-minded people. Consider how many conversations spark from a single comment. The thrill of seeing your name featured in the creator's next video adds an exciting layer to the experience. It turns passive viewing into an interactive event. So whether you're on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, having a rapid finger can make you a star in the comments section. Get ready to engage and showcase your knowledge. How fast can you type to beat others and grab that recognition? Did you know about Kentucky's quirky duckling law? In this state, it's illegal to dye ducklings blue or any other bright color. This unusual law is part of efforts to protect animal welfare, ensuring that young animals, like ducklings, are treated with kindness and respect. The bright colors can mislead potential owners who might purchase these dyed birds thinking they are merely fashionable pets. In reality, dyeing affects the duckling's health and well-being. Additionally, these vibrant colors often fade as the ducklings grow, leaving them looking less appealing and potentially abandoned. Kentucky's law reminds us how crucial it is to care for animals responsibly. So if you see a duckling, let it be the beautiful, natural yellow or brown it was meant to be. How many other curious laws like this exist across the country? Why exactly does a rhinoceros horn defy expectations? Most people assume a rhino's horn is made of bone, much like antlers or tusks, but it's actually composed of keratin, the very same protein found in our hair and nails. This surprising composition offers the horn not just remarkable strength, but also impressive flexibility. Unlike bone, which contains blood vessels and marrow, the horn's keratin fibers grow continuously, rejuvenating after damage in a manner similar to how our fingernails grow. These fibers fuse together to create a resilient column capable of withstanding tremendous force and repeated impacts. When rhinos engage in fights, their horns do not snap. Instead, they bend and rebound, akin to a biological spring, allowing for effective defense in combat without breaking. Additionally, researchers can analyze horn rings to glean information about a rhino's age, health status, and environmental conditions throughout its life. This fascinating horn has even inspired bioengineers to craft new, sustainable materials that are tough, renewable, and eco-friendly. So isn't it intriguing how nature's design can lead to innovation? Believe it or not, spoons have a rich history. These simple yet essential eating utensils date back to ancient civilizations like the Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans. In those early days, spoons were made from materials such as wood, bone, and ivory, with many featuring intricate designs that showcase the craftsmanship of the time. Fast forward to medieval Europe, and spoons transformed into symbols of status. Wealthy individuals often commissioned silver spoons adorned with detailed patterns or family crests, highlighting their social standing at the dining table. Today, spoons come in a dazzling array of shapes and materials, from basic plastic used for takeout to luxurious stainless steel options for fine dining. Interestingly, despite the evolution in design and material, the basic function of the spoon, scooping and lifting food, has remained consistently integral for thousands of years. So next time you see a spoon, remember it's not just a utensil, it's a piece of history that connects us to our ancestors. Most people don't know this, but rainfall is changing. Climate change has dramatically altered weather patterns, especially in the southeastern U.S. Since 1958, precipitation has surged by 27%, bringing heavier rainstorms and escalating the flood risks along the mighty Mississippi River. This increase means that communities previously accustomed to certain weather conditions now face severe weather surprises. Imagine the impact on farming, fishing, and daily life. Farmers rely on predictable weather, and with sudden downpours, crops can be washed away or suffer from waterlogged soils. Additionally, cities along the river are ramping up their flood defenses, knowing that more intense storms can lead to dangerous flooding. The rising water levels not only threaten homes but also disrupt ecosystems that rely on stable river conditions. So as we move forward, it's essential to consider how our changing climate will shape the future of weather in the southeastern U.S. How do you think communities can adapt to these new realities? Did you know that floating islands exist in Lake Titicaca? The Uros people have created these remarkable islands using reeds for centuries. Situated on the border between Peru and Bolivia, Lake Titicaca is the highest navigable lake in the world, sitting over 12,500 feet above sea level. The Uros construct their islands from totora reeds, which they expertly weave together. Maintaining these islands requires constant effort as the reeds decay, so they regularly add fresh layers to keep their homes afloat. The Uros live a unique lifestyle, fishing, hunting birds, and crafting beautiful handicrafts that they sell to visitors. Their way of life is closely tied to the lake's ecosystem, showcasing human ingenuity in adapting to nature. As modernity encroaches, the Uros strive to preserve their traditions and culture. Wouldn't you love to explore these amazing floating communities? Hard to believe, but this phone costs $48 million. The Falcon Supernova iPhone 6 Pink Diamond is not just any smartphone. It holds the crown for being the most expensive mobile phone in the world. Imagine a device made from luxurious 24-karat gold, a stunning pink diamond embedded on its back, plus a sleek platinum coating. This extravagant version of the iPhone 6 isn't just about looks either. It comes equipped with advanced theft protection systems, ensuring that such a valuable piece remains secure. The craftsmanship behind this phone is like a work of art, combining cutting-edge technology with elite materials. Owning one of these is often reserved for the wealthiest of individuals, transforming an everyday gadget into a true status symbol. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to use a phone worth millions? Is it really true that mirrors can steal souls? For centuries, various cultures have maintained intriguing beliefs about mirrors, considering them portals that can capture or even steal a person's soul. This idea has given rise to superstitions, particularly the belief that breaking a mirror brings 7 years of bad luck. But how does this ancient belief connect to our modern obsession with selfies? When we snap a selfie, we're essentially capturing a reflection of ourselves, much like a mirror. Yet in a world filled with digital screens and social media, it feels as if we may be metaphorically entrapping ourselves in a virtual reality. Many people post images seeking validation or connection, which can heighten feelings of insecurity if the likes don't flood in as expected. This interplay between age-old beliefs and our current digital habits raises important questions. Do we risk giving too much of ourselves to these reflections, whether they be in glass or on screen? As we navigate our lives through these modern mirrors, it's worth pondering how they influence our identity and perception in this digital age. This might surprise you. Spotted skunks dance before defense. These clever little creatures have a fascinating way of warning would-be predators. Before a spotted skunk sprays its potent, foul-smelling liquid, it performs a quirky display. Imagine a tiny acrobat flipping into a handstand and waving its legs in the air. This unusual behavior serves as a signal, letting animals know to back off. It's not just for show. This daring dance often gives a skunk enough time to escape or prepare for a spray if necessary. Spotted skunks use this technique as a first line of defense, because once they spray, it can take a long time for the smell to fade. Not only does this dance provide a warning, but it also showcases the skunk's agility and unique personality. Next time you encounter one of these skunks, just remember, they might just be putting on a show. What if I told you some octopuses can sting? Surprisingly, certain species of octopus have developed venomous capabilities that serve as an effective defense mechanism against predators. For instance, the blue-ringed octopus, a tiny but deadly creature found in the Pacific and Indian Oceans, carries a potent toxin called tetrodotoxin. This venom is strong enough to paralyze small fish and even humans, making it one of the most dangerous marine animals. Different species of octopus exhibit varying levels of venom. Some are entirely harmless while others possess toxins that can deter or even kill larger threats. These amazing adaptations allow octopuses to thrive in diverse environments, engaging in fascinating behaviors like camouflage and intelligence. So next time you see an octopus, remember that beyond their quirky appearance lies a world of surprising abilities. Who knew these creatures were so formidable? Did you know hares influence lynx populations? This fascinating relationship between snowshoe hares and Canada lynxes creates a remarkable cycle in nature. Every 10 years, the number of hares increases, providing plenty of food for the lynxes. With a steady supply of these fluffy critters, lynx populations thrive, and you may spot them more often. However, as the hare population peaks, their numbers eventually begin to decline. When this happens, the lynxes face tough times, often leading to starvation as their primary food source disappears. This cycle is a beautiful example of balance in nature, showing how interconnected species can be. Each predator and prey shape the other's fate, creating a stunning dance of life. So next time you think about food chains, remember this unique relationship between the snowshoe hare and the Canada lynx. Isn't nature amazing? This might surprise you. A 1966 Volvo lasts forever. Remarkably, this classic car has surpassed an astonishing 3 million miles, setting the world record for the highest mileage of any vehicle ever. Driven by Irv Gordon, a passionate Volvo owner, this incredible feat began in 1966, when he purchased the car for just $4,000. What sets this Volvo apart is not just the miles, but its durability and design, showcasing the quality engineering that Volvo is known for. With minimal repairs and regular maintenance, Irv kept his beloved car on the road for decades, inspiring countless enthusiasts to appreciate older models. Whether commuting or going on long road trips, this Volvo proves that with care, cars can last much longer than we often expect. Isn't it fascinating to think about the stories this car could tell after all those journeys? Lightning kills more people than tornadoes and floods. Every year around the world, lightning strikes claim about 10,000 lives, making it one of nature's deadliest phenomena. This astonishing number often surprises people because we usually think of tornadoes and floods as major threats. However, lightning is responsible for just as many, if not more, fatalities. Most lightning strikes occur in tropical regions, where thunderstorms are frequent, but even places with fewer storms should be cautious. When a storm brews, the risk of getting struck increases dramatically. A surprising fact is that many victims are outdoors, engaging in activities like fishing or playing sports. It's crucial to remember that if you hear thunder, you should seek shelter immediately. Even though lightning is a natural part of our world, understanding its power can help keep us safer. In the face of this powerful element, it's a great idea to stay informed. Knowing how to respond during storms can save lives. So next time the sky rumbles, think twice about heading outside. Hard to believe, but veins need valves too. These special valves play a crucial role in our legs, where gravity makes it a challenge for blood to flow upward toward the heart. When you stand or walk, gravity pulls blood downwards, and that's where the valves jump into action. They work like little gates, closing to prevent blood from flowing backwards and ensuring it travels in the right direction, upwards. But that's not all. Veins are quite flexible. They can constrict or dilate, adjusting their size to either increase or reduce blood flow and pressure. This ability is especially important during physical activities like running or cycling, where your muscles demand more oxygen-rich blood. You're not just standing still, your body is constantly adapting to keep everything flowing smoothly. So the next time you take a step, remember that those tiny valves are hard at work behind the scenes. Can you believe your brain generates 70,000 thoughts daily? It's astounding, but on average, a human head produces a staggering 70,000 thoughts every single day. This fact shines a light on the incredible complexity of human cognition and how our minds are constantly at work. From daydreams and worries to problem-solving and planning, each thought can be fleeting or profound. Think about it. Whether you're deciding what to eat for breakfast or pondering the mysteries of the universe, your brain is like a busy hub of activity. This phenomenal number illustrates how our thoughts shape our emotions and decisions, affecting everything from our moods to our actions. The brain, with its roughly 86 billion neurons, communicates through electrical signals and chemical messages, enabling this constant thought generation. While it's easy to become overwhelmed by such a torrent of ideas, understanding this process can empower us to harness our thoughts creatively. What do you think your brain will think about next? What happens when Milky Way meets Andromeda? In about 5 billion years, our Milky Way galaxy is expected to collide with the Andromeda galaxy, and this cosmic event will be absolutely spectacular. This isn't something to worry about today, but it's fascinating to think about how these two massive systems of stars will interact. As they approach each other, gravity will pull them together, triggering a grand dance of stars, gas, and dust. Eventually, they'll merge to form a new galaxy, often dubbed Milkomeda. During this process, stars won't crash into each other due to the vast distances between them. However, new star formation will ignite as gas clouds collide. This collision will take millions of years, turning our night sky into a stunning cosmic show. Astronomers have used simulations to predict the dynamics of this encounter, helping us understand how galaxies grow and evolve. So while it might be a long way off, the merging of our Milky Way with Andromeda shows us just how dynamic and ever-changing the universe really is. Did you know Apollo 11 astronauts faced quarantine? After landing safely back on Earth, the crew members of Apollo 11, comprised of Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins, went through an unusual 21-day quarantine. This precaution was taken to ensure that they did not unintentionally bring back any unknown lunar microbes from the moon. At that time, people were genuinely concerned about the possibility of extraterrestrial life forms, even if they weren't sure what such life would look like. To keep things safe, the astronauts were confined in a special mobile quarantine facility, which looked like a science lab on wheels. During this period, scientists closely monitored their health, gathered samples, and conducted research to ensure both the crew and the public were protected. This quarantine highlighted the cautious thinking of scientists and government officials in the early space age. It's fascinating how the history of space exploration shaped our understanding of potential new life. What if those microbes were harmful? Thankfully, everything turned out fine, but it certainly makes us wonder about the risks of exploring the unknown. Prepare to be amazed by the First Continental Congress. In September 1774, a pivotal gathering unfolded in Philadelphia, where resolute leaders united to confront their grievances against British rule. Among them, prominent figures like George Washington, Patrick Henry, and Samuel Adams emerged as the voices of the American colonies. They were not merely influential, they symbolized the growing discontent over taxation without representation and the denial of essential rights, such as liberty and fair trials. The air was thick with tension as delegates debated issues that would ultimately shape the nation's destiny. This Congress was groundbreaking because these leaders shared a common belief: the American colonies could no longer remain passive amid oppressive measures. They took a courageous step forward, sending petitions to the British government, demanding recognition and rights for colonial citizens. This marked a crucial turning point as it ignited a collective desire for independence among their fellow colonists. Their bold actions set the stage for revolutionary change. How would these decisions alter the course of American history? Surprisingly, it's a fact that Challenger Deep astounds us. This extraordinary location, the deepest part of the Mariana Trench, plummets a remarkable 36,070 feet, about 10,194 meters, beneath the ocean's surface. To visualize this depth, imagine dropping Mount Everest into the trench. Its peak would remain over a mile underwater. Such extremes contribute to an environment where pressure exceeds 1,000 times that of sea level, forming a harsh existence where only the hardiest organisms endure. Remarkably, life does thrive here. Unique creatures like the amphipod, a small shrimp-like organism, and bizarre gelatinous species have evolved specialized adaptations or rely on chemosynthesis. a process that allows them to create energy from chemicals in their surroundings. Exploring this enigmatic abyss poses significant challenges. Only a few manned and unmanned missions have successfully navigated its depths, unveiling astonishing discoveries about marine biodiversity and geological processes. Despite its alien appearance, Challenger Deep significantly influences Earth's climate and ocean systems. So, the next time you ponder the ocean's vastness, remember there's an extraordinary world waiting to be explored in its depths. What if I told you tattoos can miscommunicate? In a curious twist of fate, Riley's Chinese back tattoo, meant to express the phrase, "When life gives you lemons, make lemonade," ended up with a humorous mistranslation. Instead of the uplifting message, it reads, "Life brings you when lemons make lemonade," which might confuse anyone trying to read it. This blunder illustrates the complexities of translating idiomatic expressions between languages. What sounds clever in one language can often lose its charm or meaning in another. Riley's tattoo has transformed from a simple piece of art into a hilarious conversation starter, reminding us all how easy it is to make permanent linguistic mistakes. This story serves as a lighthearted lesson about the importance of careful translation, especially when it comes to something as lasting as a tattoo. So, next time you consider getting inked with words from another language, double-check the meaning to avoid a similar fate. Believe it or not, Eugene Barb survived a train accident. In 2018, Eugene found himself in a life-threatening situation when he fell onto train tracks while heavily intoxicated. Witnesses could hardly believe their eyes when, after being struck by a train, he managed to stand up just moments later with only minor injuries. His story quickly spread, capturing the attention of many who saw it as a miraculous survival tale. Local authorities chose not to file charges against him, viewing his close call as a significant enough lesson for his reckless behavior. This incident sparked conversations about safety, accountability, and the role of luck in our lives. Eugene's experience reminds us how fragile life can be and how quickly situations can turn dangerous. His story is a wake-up call for those who might underestimate the risks of their actions and serves as an extraordinary reminder that sometimes even the seemingly impossible can happen. Is Rage Yoga the new way to relax? Rage Yoga combines traditional yoga with a fun twist, letting you vent your frustrations while still getting a workout. Imagine doing downward dog and unleashing a colorful string of expletives all at once. It might sound strange, but this unique practice encourages participants to express their emotions openly. Instead of the calm silence often found in yoga classes, Rage Yoga welcomes humor and raw feelings, making it easier for people to connect with both their bodies and their frustrations. The goal isn't just to get fit, but also to find a release from stress. By mixing playful language with physical movement, participants often report feeling a sense of catharsis, leaving the class lighter and more relaxed. So if the pressures of life are getting you down, why not consider giving Rage Yoga a try? It might be just the energetic outlet you need. Here's something incredible about pigs. Pigs are fascinating creatures with a unique physical limitation. They can't look up at the sky. This is due to their neck structure, which is designed more for rooting around in the ground than for gazing upward. When pigs are standing, their neck muscles and spinal structure prevent them from tilting their heads back to see the world above. However, if they lie on their backs, they can tilt their heads slightly, which gives them a brief view of the sky. This inability to look up might seem surprising given that pigs are intelligent and curious animals. Despite this limitation, they have other impressive skills, like their excellent sense of smell and social behaviors. Pigs can communicate with each other using a range of grunts and squeals, showing they have complex emotions and social structures. So, next time you see a pig, remember this remarkable fact about their vision. Here's a wild fact about dairy cows. Believe it or not, a single dairy cow can drink up to 50 gallons of water every day. That's roughly the same amount needed to fill a large bathtub. This impressive water intake is crucial for the cow's health and directly impacts its milk production. Just like humans need water to stay hydrated, cows rely on it to produce the creamy milk we enjoy in our dairy products. High-quality milk production requires not only sufficient water, but also proper nutrition. Farmers ensure their cows have access to clean, fresh water at all times, as dehydration can lead to a significant decrease in milk yield. So the next time you pour a glass of milk, remember the hard-working cow that helped produce it and the gallons of water it drank each day. Isn't it fascinating how much effort goes into our everyday food? Believe it or not, Tom Page's defies gravity. The French motocross racer has achieved an astonishing record that will leave you in awe. He successfully performed a breathtaking jump, soaring over 180 feet high while racing at speeds exceeding 50 miles per hour. This incredible feat was made possible thanks to a specially designed ramp, which allowed him to launch himself into the air in a spectacular fashion. What makes this jump even more remarkable is that Pages executed a complete turn in midair, showcasing his exceptional skill and daring attitude. Just imagine the adrenaline rushing through him as he flew through the sky, performing acrobatics that many wouldn't dare to attempt. This unprecedented jump not only highlights the thrill of motocross, but also the engineering marvels that support such daring stunts. Page's achievement has inspired many young riders to push the limits of what can be done on a motorcycle, reminding us all that with talent, determination, and a little bit of courage, the sky truly is the limit. Believe it or not, a dog holds a ghost record. This remarkable achievement belongs to a ghost-hunting Labrador Retriever who has captured the most ghosts on camera, according to the Guinness World Records. You might wonder how a playful pup got involved in ghostly pursuits. This Labrador, with its keen sense of smell and incredible intuition, became the trusted companion of its human owner, who is a ghost-hunting enthusiast. Together, they ventured into various haunted locations, from eerie old mansions to spooky cemeteries. Armed with cameras and an adventurous spirit, the duo managed to capture a series of fascinating images that left many skeptical viewers questioning whether or not ghosts really do exist. These photographs sparked interest and debate in the paranormal community, with some people claiming to see distinct ghostly figures in the background. This unique partnership not only highlights the amazing capabilities dogs possess, but also brings a whimsical twist to the world of ghost hunting. So next time you see a dog, just think, could it be the next ghost hunter in training? You might be surprised by how ants survive falls. It's true that these tiny insects can take a tumble from incredible heights without getting hurt. Ants are so small that they simply lack the mass to sustain damage when they fall, even from towering distances. Just think about it. If a human were to jump off a tall building, the impact could be catastrophic. But for ants, even a drop from a few stories high is no big deal. Their lightweight bodies and flexible exoskeletons help them absorb impacts like a tiny parachute. This remarkable ability allows them to descend rapidly from trees or cliffs without a scratch. In fact, when falling, ants can often land on their feet and continue scurrying about as if nothing happened. This fascinating perk of their size demonstrates just how different the physical laws of nature can work for different creatures. So next time you see an ant marching along, remember that it can not only climb high, but also take a daring leap without a care in the world. Meet Simba, the goat with world's largest ears. Born in Karachi, Pakistan, Simba is not your average goat. He holds the Guinness World Record for the largest ears on a goat, with each ear measuring an astonishing 21.3 inches. This remarkable trait has captured the hearts of many and brought fame to the charming little farm where he lives. People flock to see him, curious about how such unique features can occur in nature. The massive ears aren't just for show, they actually help Simba regulate his body temperature, which is particularly useful in the warm climate of Pakistan. As he roams the farm, his impressive ears flap and bounce, making him stand out among his fellow goats. His owners have even embraced this unusual distinction, using it to educate others about animal genetics and health. Simba exemplifies how diversity in nature can create unexpected wonders, sparking joy and fascination in everyone who learns about him. Who would have thought a goat could become so famous simply because of his extraordinary ears? Believe it or not, the plush ant packs a painful punch. This intriguing insect, known scientifically as Myrmecia palossula, is not just a pretty face. Found primarily in the southern United States, this unique ant boasts a soft, fuzzy appearance that can easily mislead anyone into thinking it's harmless. However, don't be fooled. The plush ant is famous for its incredibly painful sting, which has earned it the nickname cow killer in some areas. The name is actually a bit of an exaggeration. It doesn't literally kill cows, but the intensity of the sting is quite remarkable. When threatened, the plush ant injects venom that causes an intense burning sensation, often compared to being stung by a bee or wasp, but much worse. Some say it feels like being shot, hence the fearsome reputation. Its vibrant colors and furry texture might attract your attention, but it's essential to remember to keep your distance. Next time you spot one, admire its beauty from afar and think twice before getting too close. Did you know ravens can imitate human voices? These clever birds are not just known for their sleek black feathers, they are also masters of mimicry. Ravens can copy a variety of sounds, from simple whistles to complex phrases in human speech. This incredible talent shows just how intelligent they are, often learning noises they hear in their environment, including car alarms. Researchers believe that mimicking sounds is a way for ravens to communicate with each other and even impress potential mates. Their ability to imitate isn't just for fun, it reflects their adaptable nature and problem-solving skills. Observing these fascinating birds makes you appreciate the complexity of animal intelligence. Ravens challenge our ideas about what it means to be smart in the animal kingdom. So next time you hear a strange noise, could it be a clever raven trying to say hello? Guess what really drives beer branding decisions? Carlsberg beer featured the swastika symbol in its logo until 1940, reflecting its connection to ancient cultural beliefs. Originally, the swastika symbolized prosperity, harmony, and good fortune in various cultures around the world. However, as the political climate changed dramatically during the rise of the Nazi regime, the symbol took on a grim connotation, becoming associated with hate and tyranny. The decision to abandon the swastika in Carlsberg's branding showcases how historical symbols can shift in meaning when influenced by the surrounding social and political environment. It reminds us that what once represented something positive can quickly become tainted by darker associations. This change in symbol usage opens up a broader conversation about how companies navigate their identities and branding in response to changing societal values. How do brands choose their logos today? Experience the vibrant Fallas Festival in Valencia. This spectacular event, held annually in March, showcases stunning giant papier-mâché monuments known as fallas. These incredible sculptures, often depicting satirical characters or current events, are crafted by local artists throughout the year, bringing a burst of creativity and color to the city. As the festival culminates, the excitement reaches a fever pitch, with parades, fireworks, and traditional music filling the air. Finally, on the night of the Crema, these magnificent creations are set ablaze in a fiery show that symbolizes renewal and the arrival of spring. Burning the Fallas is not just about destruction, it's a celebration of art, community, and cultural heritage. Locals and visitors alike revel in the festivities, enjoying delicious food like paella and sweets called buñuelos. The atmosphere is electric, with laughter, joy, and a sense of togetherness. Whether you're an art lover, a food enthusiast, or just looking for a unique experience, the Fallas Festival offers something for everyone. Are you ready to dive into this colorful celebration? Ever thought about why wood frogs can survive winter? These fascinating creatures found in Alaska have an incredible adaptation that allows them to literally hold their urine for up to 8 months. When winter sets in and temperatures drop, food becomes scarce, so the frogs enter a hibernation-like state to conserve energy. During this long stretch without eating, their bodies have a clever way of recycling waste. Special microbes in their gut transform the urea in their stored urine into nitrogen, which the frogs can use to stay alive. This not only sustains them, but also helps them endure the freezing conditions. Isn't it amazing how nature equips creatures like the wood frog with such remarkable survival strategies? Their unique methods remind us of the wonders of evolution and the intricate relationships between organisms and their environments. Hard to believe, but gold can stretch over 50 miles. This incredible malleability is what makes gold one of the most usable metals on our planet. Just 1 ounce can be drawn into a wire that long, showcasing its unique properties. Not only is gold stunning in jewelry designs, but it's also crucial in fields like electronics and dentistry. Its excellent conductivity makes it ideal for connecting components in devices like smartphones, laptops, and even spacecraft. Plus, gold doesn't tarnish, which keeps it looking great and performing well over time. Did you know that astronauts wear helmets with a thin gold layer? This clever design reflects harmful solar radiation, helping keep astronauts cool while they float in the harsh environment of space. Gold's versatility and functionality truly make it a treasure in both beauty and technology. Prepare to be amazed by stingless jellyfish in Palau. This stunning jellyfish lake is a true natural wonder, home to countless golden jellyfish that have evolved without stingers. Located in the remote Palauan archipelago, the lake offers a one-of-a-kind swimming experience. As you glide through the clear waters, you're surrounded by these fascinating creatures that flutter gracefully around you, completely harmless. Scientists believe that the jellyfish lost their stingers due to a lack of natural predators in the lake, allowing them to thrive in peace. Visitors flock to Jellyfish Lake to snorkel and observe this extraordinary phenomenon, making it a must-see destination for adventure seekers and nature lovers alike. Imagine swimming amidst thousands of these vibrant jellyfish, their golden hues shimmering in the sunlight. How cool is it to encounter such a bizarre yet beautiful ecosystem where you can connect with nature without fear? Prepare to be amazed by coffin mirrors. In the 19th century, an unusual belief took hold that lining coffins with mirrors could either trap a soul inside or stop it from haunting the living. This peculiar practice arose from deep-seated fears and fascination with the afterlife. People thought that mirrors could capture a person's spirit during its final journey, preventing it from moving on. Imagine a family gathering around an ornate coffin, its interior glinting with reflective surfaces, all to safeguard their loved one from becoming a restless ghost. This belief also echoes the era's superstitions, where many sought answers to life's mysteries through such rituals. While we may find this practice strange today, it highlights how different cultures navigate grief and the unknown. What do you think about using mirrors in such an eerie way? Did you know Metallica helped solve a fan's murder? In 2012, the iconic rock band reached out to their fans in an unusual and heartfelt way. They released a video appealing for information about the tragic 2009 murder of Morgan Harrington, a dedicated fan who disappeared after attending one of their concerts in Virginia. To assist in the investigation, Metallica offered a remarkable reward of $50,000, adding to the existing $100,000 offered by law enforcement. The band didn't just want justice for Morgan, they also aimed to raise awareness about her case. Their passionate engagement highlighted the harsh reality of violent crime, while showing how powerful a community can be when uniting for a common cause. Metallica's approach was unique, blending their rock star status with genuine concern, inspiring many to come forward with information. What impact can music have on real-world issues? Prepare to be amazed by Jackie Chan's unique family history. Did you know that the famous martial artist and actor Jackie Chan has a truly astonishing family background? His mother was involved in drug smuggling, while his father led a life as a spy. The two crossed paths dramatically when Chan's father, in the line of duty, arrested his mother for smuggling opium. Surprisingly, this unusual beginning blossomed into a romance that sealed their fate as a couple. They married and eventually gave birth to Jackie, who would grow up to be a global superstar. This rich and eventful backstory sheds light on how Chan's early life was intertwined with drama and resilience. Balancing the legacies of both parents, Jackie Chan transformed those early experiences into incredible storytelling and remarkable martial arts on screen. Isn't it fascinating to think how such a unique upbringing shaped his incredible career? Most people don't know this, but free refills exist. This refreshing practice is quite common in American restaurants. where customers can enjoy unlimited drinks without extra cost. Imagine sipping on your favorite soda or iced tea without having to worry about the bill racking up after each glass. In the United States, many eateries encourage this by offering free refills, making dining out a more relaxed and enjoyable experience. However, this is not the norm everywhere. In many other countries, once you finish your drink, you generally have to pay for any additional servings. This difference highlights a cultural approach to dining, where American diners often prioritize convenience and value. So when you're in the US, take advantage of those free refills and enjoy your meal even more. Don't forget to try something new each time. Why do you think other countries don't follow this trend? Hard to believe, but Germans love their Christmas treats. Did you know that in Germany, Christmas is called Weihnachten and comes alive with delightful traditions? One of the most beloved delicacies is Stollen, a rich, sweet bread packed with candied fruits, nuts, and aromatic spices. This festive bread dates back to the 15th century and often ends up on holiday tables around the country. But that's not all. To warm up during the chilly winter months, Germans flock to Christmas markets to enjoy Glühwein, a delicious spiced mulled wine that fills the air with comforting aromas. Families and friends gather at these lively markets, sipping warm Glühwein while soaking in the festive atmosphere. With Stollen and Glühwein as staples, it's no wonder that Weihnachten feels so special in Germany. This blend of treats creates a cozy holiday experience that warms both heart and soul. Have you ever wondered about paracetamol dangers for dogs? This common pain reliever, often taken by humans for headaches or minor aches, can be highly toxic for our furry friends. Dogs process medications differently than we do, causing paracetamol to reach dangerous levels in their systems. When a dog ingests paracetamol, it can lead to symptoms like vomiting, diarrhea, lethargy, and loss of appetite. In severe cases, this can even result in liver failure or death. It's important for pet owners to be aware that while it may seem harmless, giving your dog paracetamol can have dire consequences. If you suspect your dog has ingested this drug, seek veterinary help immediately. Always consult your veterinarian before giving any medication and look for safer alternatives designed specifically for dogs to keep them healthy and safe. Hard to believe, but 823 words in one sentence? That's exactly what you find in Victor Hugo's captivating novel, Les Miserables. This lengthy sentence showcases Hugo's extraordinary writing style, which is filled with rich descriptions and intricately woven thoughts. Instead of breaking ideas into shorter, punchy sentences, Hugo stretches them out, inviting readers to immerse themselves in the unfolding drama. His ability to craft such elaborate sentences not only highlights his complexity as a writer, but also reflects the emotional depth of his characters and plot. Readers can feel the tension and beauty as they navigate through layers of meaning, almost like a roller coaster that twists and turns unexpectedly. This unique narrative approach makes Les Miserables stand out in literature, capturing the essence of Hugo's genius. Are you ready to dive into the depths of Hugo's world? You might be shocked to learn that black holes can make sounds. While black holes are famous for their powerful gravitational pull that captures even light, they also have an intriguing way of producing sound waves. When matter spirals into a black hole, it creates ripples in space-time that can actually be translated into sound frequencies. These fascinating ripples occur as gas, dust, and even stars are drawn toward the black hole, swirling around like a cosmic whirlpool. Although the frequencies generated are not within the range of human hearing, specialized instruments can capture and convert these vibrations into sounds we can understand. Scientists have recorded these cosmic symphonies from black holes, giving us a unique way to explore their environment and behavior. This remarkable discovery emphasizes how dynamic and varied the universe truly is, as celestial objects not only exert tremendous gravitational forces but also generate acoustic signals that provide insights into their complex nature. What do these sounds tell us about the universe? Guess how heavy a single cloud really is? A single cloud can weigh over 1 million pounds, which sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true, clouds are made up of tiny water droplets or ice crystals, and although they look light and fluffy, their combined weight can be staggering. Imagine the weight of an elephant or even a small car, all floating in the sky. This incredible phenomenon happens because the weight of the cloud is balanced by buoyant forces from the surrounding air. The air beneath the cloud pushes upwards, helping it to stay afloat despite its massive weight. This dance between gravity pulling down and air pressure pushing up is what allows clouds to drift lazily across the sky, creating beautiful scenes on sunny days or looming storms. If clouds were heavy enough that buoyancy couldn't support them, they would simply fall to the ground. So next time you look up and see those fluffy formations, remember that they're not just pretty, they're also extraordinary feats of nature floating high above us. Why exactly does Victorian England inspire ideas of personal choice? The English Victorian era, spanning from 1837 to 1901, was a time of significant change, emphasizing individual autonomy like never before. Amid rapid industrialization and social reform, people began to value personal agency, making choices that shaped their lives and society. This shift was influenced by new ideas in philosophy and literature, encouraging individuals to pursue their own interests rather than conforming to traditional roles. Notable writers like Charles Dickens and the Bronte sisters highlighted personal struggle and the triumph of the individual, inspiring readers to reflect on their own lives. This era's focus on self-determination continues to resonate today, raising important questions about the balance between societal expectations and personal desires. Could the legacy of this time inspire our choices in the modern world? Discover Mercedes McCambridge's wild preparation for The Exorcist. To capture the eerie and unsettling voice of the demon Pazuzu, Mercedes McCambridge went to shocking lengths. She consumed raw eggs to scratch her throat and chain-smoked cigarettes to create a gruffer tone. But it didn't stop there. In a true act of dedication, she even had herself tied to a chair during recording sessions. This intense vocal training aimed to give her performance an authentically chilling sound that would send shivers down anyone's spine. Interestingly, despite her groundbreaking work and talent, McCambridge chose not to have her name credited in the film. This decision adds a layer of mystery to her already fascinating story. The haunting voice of Pazuzu has become iconic in horror history, and McCambridge's commitment to authenticity is a testament to her skills as a voice artist. How did such dedication influence other actors in the genre? Guess what really drives mosquitoes wild? It turns out that eating bananas can make you a magnet for these pesky insects. When you munch on a banana, your body releases certain natural oils that can actually attract mosquitoes. These tiny buzzing nuisances are drawn to the unique scent produced by those oils, making you more appealing to them than if you hadn't indulged in this delicious fruit. So if you're planning a summer picnic or an evening stroll in the park, it might be a smart move to think twice before reaching for that banana as your snack. Instead, opt for treats that won't pique a mosquito's interest, like crunchy carrots or nuts. By making simple snack swaps, you can enjoy your outdoor activities without the constant buzz of mosquitoes hovering around you. Who knew that a tasty banana could lead to an uninvited swarm? This might surprise you. Gases from farts can reveal health. Scientists have found that the gases produced by our digestive processes, specifically from farts, might hold clues to our health. Different types of bacteria in our gut create unique gases, and analyzing these could help diagnose various diseases. For instance, certain conditions can alter the balance of bacteria, leading to a change in the gases we produce. Researchers are looking closely at this relationship, seeking to develop a non-invasive tool for detecting issues like gastrointestinal diseases or even metabolic disorders. Imagine being able to learn about your gut health just by monitoring what comes out. This innovative approach could revolutionize how we think about digestion and health diagnostics. So next time you let one rip, consider the science behind it. Could your farts be chatting with scientists about your well-being? Did you know butterflies can drink human blood? Often seen as delicate and beautiful creatures, butterflies have a surprising and somewhat quirky behavior known as mud puddling. This curious activity involves butterflies searching for moisture by gathering around mud puddles or other damp spots, which can even include the sweat or blood of humans. This behavior may seem shocking, but it highlights that butterflies are not just harmless, fluttering friends. They also need important minerals and moisture to survive. While they primarily feed on nectar, this practice allows them to replenish their nutrients, making them more resilient. So the next time you admire a butterfly in your garden, remember that it might have a hidden, adventurous side. Isn't it fascinating how something so lovely can have such unexpected habits? Did you know the longest word has 189,000 letters? This mind-boggling term is a chemical name for the protein titin, which plays a crucial role in muscle contractions. While it sounds impressive, it's so long that it's impractical for everyday use. In fact, if you tried to say it out loud, it would take you about 3.5 hours. The name reflects the complex structure of the protein, made up of 244 individually named segments. Each part adds information about the arrangement of amino acids, the building blocks of proteins. Most people don't even know it exists, let alone how to pronounce it. This word is a fun reminder of how scientific terminology can sometimes get ridiculously complicated. So the next time you feel overwhelmed with long vocabulary words, just remember that there's always a word out there that takes the cake. Let's uncover the truth about Herbert Hoover's engineering skills. Herbert Hoover wasn't just a U.S. president, he was also celebrated as a remarkable engineer. His knack for planning and organizing was critical when he faced global crises, especially during World War I. Hoover worked tirelessly to provide food and resources to war-torn Europe, showcasing his ability to tackle significant issues head-on. His experiences in mining engineering and his leadership in disaster relief efforts further solidified his reputation as a problem solver. During national emergencies such as the Great Depression, Hoover sought innovative solutions to help struggling Americans. Though his presidency faced criticism, his engineering mindset and proactive approach to crises highlighted a different side of him. Hoover's emphasis on collaboration and effective communication helped him navigate complex situations that many faced during difficult times. By understanding Hoover's extraordinary skills, we recognize the impact that one individual can have in reshaping the world during pivotal moments. How did his engineering background influence his political decisions? Believe it or not, the Tempog Basarkina is misunderstood. Many people wrongly think that this intriguing creature looks like a human being lurking in caves, but that could not be further from the truth. The Tempog Basarkina is actually a unique species that boasts its own distinct features. Found in the shadows of caves, these remarkable creatures have specialized adaptations that help them thrive in dark environments. With their elongated bodies and specialized antennae, they are not just another mythical monster. They have traits perfectly suited for cave dwelling. For instance, their lack of pigmentation makes them nearly invisible in the depths of their habitats, an amazing example of nature's creativity. Misconceptions like the human-like image often stem from folklore and stories that get embellished over time. By uncovering the real characteristics of the Tempog Basarkina, we can appreciate the true wonders of our planet's biodiversity. So next time you hear about this cave-dwelling species, you can share the real scoop. Have you heard about elephants in ancient executions? In ancient Asia, these incredible creatures played a dark and chilling role in public executions. Rulers used elephants to display their power and instill fear among their subjects. The condemned individuals faced a terrifying fate, often being trampled or crushed by these massive animals in front of large crowds. This gruesome spectacle served a dual purpose. It was not just about punishing the guilty, but also about sending a message to the people. The majestic elephant, symbolizing strength and authority, reinforced the ruler's dominance. While today we admire elephants for their intelligence and social behaviors, their historical role in such brutal acts reminds us of the complex relationship between humans and these magnificent beings. Such events, steeped in tradition and brutality, reveal how societies have used animals to assert control and emphasize the consequences of defiance. Isn't it surprising how something so majestic could also embody such stark terror? Here's what actually happens when we buy clothes. Since the year 2000, global clothing production has doubled, which means more and more clothes are being made than ever before. However, there's a surprising twist. We're wearing each item less, consuming about 40% fewer clothes than we used to. This dramatic change reflects the rise of fast fashion, where brands churn out trendy clothes at breakneck speed. While it may seem fun to grab the latest styles, this rapid production leads to enormous waste and significant environmental issues. Many garments end up in landfills, contributing to pollution and resource depletion. With tons of fabric wasted each year, our shopping habits directly impact the planet. So when you buy that next pair of jeans or a cute top, think about what happens to it after you're done wearing it. How can we shift toward more sustainable choices? Did you know nails grow faster on your dominant hand? Research reveals that the fascinating reason behind this phenomenon lies in how much we use that hand. Our dominant hand, the one we rely on for everyday tasks like writing, eating, and even typing, experiences more blood flow and stimulation. This increased activity promotes faster nail growth. For instance, if you write with your right hand, the nails on your right fingers will grow quicker than those on your left. Interestingly, studies show that the difference can be noticeable. It's not just a tiny amount. While the average fingernail grows about 1 to 8 inches per month, your dominant hand's nails can grow a bit faster, potentially up to 20% more in some individuals. This insight not only highlights how our bodies adapt to our routines, but also emphasizes the importance of taking care of our nails, especially on the side we use most. So which hand are you using right now? Guess what really drives your cheese cravings? Great Rain is a compact electric cheese grater that makes preparing your favorite dishes easier than ever. With just a simple touch, this innovative kitchen gadget quickly grates not only cheese but also chocolate and nuts, allowing you to sprinkle some magic on your meals. Imagine grating fresh Parmesan over pasta or adding chocolate shavings on desserts in seconds. Designed for the modern kitchen, the Great Rain combines functionality with style, making it a must-have for any foodie. Its sleek design means it won't crowd your countertop, and its powerful motor ensures you get the finest shred every time. Whether you're whipping up a gourmet dish or just looking to add a little flair to your snacks, this electric grater is a game changer. So why stick to traditional methods when Great Rain can transform your cooking experience effortlessly? Guess what really drives Netflix's success? In 1997, Netflix started off as a mail-order DVD rental service, revolutionizing how people rented movies. You'd select your favorite films online, and they would be delivered right to your mailbox. But the company saw the writing on the wall. People were becoming more tech-savvy, and the internet was evolving quickly. By 2007, Netflix made a bold move and shifted to a streaming platform, recognizing the immense potential of digital content. This decision transformed how audiences consumed entertainment, paving the way for binge watching. Today, Netflix boasts a massive library of movies and shows available at the click of a button. By abandoning their original model, Netflix didn't just adapt to change. They helped define the future of how we watch television and films. Can you imagine a world without streaming? It's hard to believe we ever lived without it. What if I told you pilots eat different meals? Airlines have a clever safety protocol to keep everyone safe in the sky. Pilots and co-pilots are required to order distinct meals during flights. This might sound surprising, but it's a precautionary measure to prevent the risk of food poisoning. Imagine if both pilots fell ill from the same contaminated dish. That could be disastrous. By eating different meals, airlines ensure that at least one of the pilots stays healthy and fully capable of flying the aircraft if something goes awry. This strategy reflects the aviation industry's commitment to safety, showing how important it is to think ahead and plan for the unexpected. So next time you're on a flight, remember that the pilot's meal choices are not just about preference, they're a critical part of keeping you safe in the air. Why exactly does the royal family follow strange rules? In the world of monarchy, traditions run deep, and the British royal family is no exception. One little-known rule is that they must ask permission from the reigning monarch to marry. This tradition stems from centuries of history, where royal marriages were crucial in forming alliances and maintaining power. While this might seem outdated, it shows how deeply rooted these traditions are in the fabric of the royal family's identity. Another quirky requirement is the way they must properly address each other. Formal titles and decorum are essential in both public and private settings. The royal family also has a unique protocol for mealtimes. including when to start eating and how to hold silverware. These guidelines may seem strange to outsiders, but they ensure harmony and respect within the family. So what did these traditions tell us about the royal family today? Hard to believe, but mellifluous sounds exist. The word mellifluous captures a delightful idea. Sounds that are so sweet and musical, they almost feel like they're flowing like honey. Originating from Latin roots, where mel means honey and fluere means to flow, this enchanting term evokes images of a gentle melody or a soothing voice. Poets and linguists alike are drawn to mellifluous sounds as they have a unique charm and comfort that enrich our experiences. Think of a soft breeze rustling through leaves or a melodious songbird's chirp. These sounds not only please our ears, but can also uplift our spirits and soothe our minds. Next time you hear a beautiful tune or a calming voice, remember this lovely word. Can you think of sounds that you find mellifluous? This might surprise you, the first Stanley Cup in America. In 1917, the Stanley Cup Final made history by taking place in the United States for the very first time. The Seattle Metropolitans, a team from the Pacific Coast Hockey Association, faced off against the Montreal Canadiens. This matchup wasn't just another game. It was a pivotal moment in hockey as the Metropolitans took victory, becoming the first American team to claim the coveted cup. Their win was more than just a trophy. It symbolized the growing popularity of ice hockey in the U.S., showcasing a shift from a predominantly Canadian sport to one that would engage fans across borders. The excitement of that final match, complete with intense competition and passionate supporters, paved the way for future NHL expansion. So every time you think of the Stanley Cup, remember the Metropolitans' groundbreaking accomplishment that changed hockey forever. Did you know Gruyère has a cheese in a castle? This charming Swiss town is renowned for its delicious Gruyère cheese, a staple of Swiss cuisine for an astounding 800 years. Visitors flock to Gruyère not just for the cheese, but also to admire its stunning medieval architecture. One of the highlights is the impressive 13th century Gruyère Castle, which offers a glimpse into the town's rich history. As you walk through its ancient stone walls, you can imagine a time when knights roamed the land and grand feasts took place in opulent halls. The castle provides breathtaking views of the surrounding mountains and lush landscapes, making it a favorite spot for photographers and nature lovers alike. Besides exploring the castle, you can also visit local cheese dairies to learn how Gruyère cheese is crafted, tasting samples fresh from the source. Whether you're a history buff or a cheese lover, Gruyère is a treasure trove of experiences just waiting to be discovered. How many other towns can boast such a unique combination of culinary and historical delights? Hard to believe, but it wasn't fought in Hastings. The Battle of Hastings in 1066 is a major turning point in English history, yet the actual battlefield is about 7 miles away from Hastings, in a town called Battle. This pivotal clash saw William the Conqueror's Norman forces take on King Harold II's Saxons, changing the course of England forever. The Normans, who were from what is now France, brought new culture, language, and governance to England, which continue to shape the nation today. This battle paved the way for William to become the new king, altering everything from land ownership to the language spoken by the people. It's ironic that the name of the event suggests a location that is technically incorrect. So why did it become known as the Battle of Hastings? The blend of history and geography in this story makes you question what you think you know about landmark events. You might be shocked to learn that love is addictive. When you fall in love, your brain releases a cocktail of feel-good chemicals, primarily dopamine, which is the same chemical that spikes when someone uses cocaine. This surge of dopamine creates feelings of pleasure and happiness, nearly mimicking the thrill of a drug high. It's no wonder that many describe love as intoxicating. But there's a catch. When the romance fades or heartbreak strikes, those levels of dopamine plummet, leaving your brain craving that emotional high once more. This withdrawal can feel very real, with symptoms like anxiety, sadness, and even physical pain. Understanding this connection between love and brain chemistry helps explain why we often feel so drawn to our partners, yet so devastated when things go wrong. Isn't it fascinating how love can feel both beautiful and painful at the same time? Prepare to be amazed by this slow getaway. In a bizarre incident in Texas, a man attempted to flee the scene of a robbery using a stolen riding lawnmower, which can only reach a top speed of about 5 miles per hour. While most getaway drivers aim for speed and stealth, this unusual choice caught the attention of nearby police officers. Instead of engaging in a high-speed chase, the officers simply strolled alongside him, making his escape one of the slowest in history. As they walked beside the man, they surely couldn't believe how easy it was to apprehend him. After a short distance, the police arrested him without any struggle, turning an attempted crime into a comical scene. This incident is a reminder that sometimes crime doesn't pay, especially when your getaway vehicle is a lawnmower. How would you escape if you were in that situation? Ever wonder about Kim Il-sung's bold mission in 1968? This significant event unfolded when North Korea's leader dispatched 31 commandos into South Korea, aiming to assassinate the South Korean president. Their plan involved not just violence, but also a subtle strategy: indoctrinating two brothers into communism. The commandos infiltrated the heavily fortified border, showcasing a mix of military skill and deception. These brave infiltrators approached their targets with the hope of turning them into supporters of North Korea's regime. This audacious attempt highlighted the intense political rivalry and the lengths to which both nations would go during the Cold War era. It was a risky endeavor that could have escalated tensions even further, showcasing the high-stakes game of espionage and political influence. Ultimately, the mission failed, but it remains a fascinating chapter in the complex relationship between North and South Korea, illuminating the harsh realities and strategies of ideological warfare during that turbulent time. What other surprising stories from history might reveal about our world today? Did you know that Pluto takes almost 250 years to orbit the Sun? This distant dwarf planet, once considered the 9th planet in our solar system, moves slowly in its elliptical path. While Earth spins around the Sun in just 1 year, Pluto's journey is a staggering 248 years long. This incredible distance from the Sun means that Pluto experiences extreme seasons that last for decades. One summer could last 20 years. With an average distance of about 3.7 billion miles from our star, Pluto is far colder and darker than our home planet. Its surface is mostly frozen nitrogen, and scientists believe it has a thick, hazy atmosphere. So while we enjoy our annual trip around the Sun with warm summers and chilly winters, Pluto quietly cruises through space, taking its time to complete its long cosmic dance. Isn't it fascinating how vast and varied our solar system really is? You might be shocked to learn that birds have bristles. These fascinating little features, found along the edges of their eyelids, are actually modified feathers, akin to our human eyelashes. Just like our eyelashes help keep dust and debris away from our eyes, these bristles serve a similar purpose for birds. But that's not all. They may also play a role in how birds sense their surroundings. By detecting changes in air currents, these tiny feathers can alert birds to approaching predators or obstacles in their flight path. Moreover, these specialized structures are crucial for their survival in the wild, helping them navigate their environments with precision. It's amazing to think about the intricate adaptations birds have evolved, like these eyelid bristles, to thrive in diverse ecosystems. Next time you see a bird, take a moment to appreciate these tiny wonders that contribute to their everyday lives. Explore Munich's amazing journey from monks to metropolis. Munich, Germany, wasn't always the thriving city it is today. It began as a small settlement created by monks in the early Middle Ages, specifically around the year 1158. These monks set up a simple community near the banks of the Isar River, which, thanks to its strategic location and fertile land, attracted more people over the years. As trade routes expanded and the region flourished, Munich transformed dramatically. By the late 19th century, it became one of Germany's major urban centers, with a population surpassing 1 million. This growth showcases how communities evolve over time in response to various factors, such as economic opportunities and cultural exchanges. Today, Munich is famed for its rich history, stunning architecture, and vibrant cultural scene, including Oktoberfest, which attracts millions every year. The story of Munich serves as a perfect example of how a tiny settlement can blossom into a bustling metropolis, reflecting the dynamic nature of human development. Isn't it fascinating to see how a simple monk's community paved the way for such a lively city? Step into a fragrant wonderland at MUPI. The Museo del Perfume de Mexico, often referred to as MUPI, invites visitors on a captivating journey through the world of fragrances. With an impressive collection of over 3,000 pieces, this unique museum not only showcases iconic perfumes, but also lets you experience them firsthand. As you wander through the exhibits, you'll uncover the fascinating history behind each scent, from ancient recipes to modern creations. Imagine sampling perfumes that have enchanted generations while learning about the artistry and science involved in their making. Whether you're a perfume enthusiast or simply curious, MUPI offers interactive displays and workshops that deepen your appreciation for the craft. Plus, it's an excellent opportunity to discover how fragrances can evoke memories and emotions. Ready to immerse yourself in the art of scent? Prepare to be amazed by wild water buffalo. This remarkable animal, also known as the wild Asiatic buffalo, boasts the longest horns of any living bovid, reaching lengths of up to 10 feet. These impressive horns aren't just for show, they play crucial roles in the buffalo's life. During fights for dominance or mating rights, males use their massive horns to battle rivals. The wild water buffalo is native to the floodplains and forests of Asia, where it has adapted to thrive in challenging environments. Unlike domestic cattle, which are often bred for specific traits, the wild water buffalo remains a symbol of strength and resilience in the wild. Sadly, these magnificent creatures are endangered due to habitat loss and poaching, making conservation efforts vital. Protecting their habitats ensures that future generations can admire these stunning animals and their incredible horns. Isn't nature fascinating? Have you ever wondered why some animals behave like humans? Researchers have discovered that certain animals display traits similar to autism, such as repetitive behaviors and unusual social habits. For example, elephants may show rigid routines, like walking the same path every day, while dolphins can have difficulty interacting with peers. Observations of these behaviors across various species indicate that these traits are not just limited to humans. This fascinating connection opens a window into understanding not only animal behavior, but also the complexities of human conditions. By studying these animals, scientists hope to uncover more about the neurological and social dynamics that characterize autism. It's exciting to think that by examining our animal friends, we can learn valuable insights about how brains work, both theirs and ours. Could this research bridge the gap between human and animal behaviors? Did you know about Sweden's unique Vika food tradition? In the picturesque village of Vika, people celebrate a delightful culinary practice that dates back generations. This tradition involves preparing a dish called Vika kaka, a special cake that's usually baked for festive occasions. What makes this cake unique is the use of locally sourced ingredients, like fresh berries and honey from nearby hives. Community members often gather to share recipes and stories while enjoying this sweet treat. The preparation of Vika kaka isn't just about baking. It's a social event that strengthens bonds among neighbors and friends. As villagers pass down their baking secrets, they not only keep the tradition alive but also create lasting memories. This blend of food, culture, and community spirit leaves many wondering how each generation will add their own twist to this beloved recipe. Have you seen the richest YouTube channels map? This fascinating new map reveals how much the most popular creators are earning around the world. It highlights the huge earnings of YouTube stars in different countries, giving us a clear view of the platform's global reach. For example, creators in the United States like MrBeast and PewDiePie are at the top, raking in millions of dollars annually. But it's not just the US. Channels from India, like T-Series, also show staggering figures. This map paints a vivid picture of the diversity of content that captivates audiences and how it all adds up in terms of revenue. It also raises intriguing questions about how different cultures engage with YouTube. Some creators focus on gaming, while others create tutorials, music, or comedy. The earnings shown are not just numbers. They reflect the passion, creativity, and hard work that so many people put into their channels. So, who would you want to follow for their content and maybe their income? Why do we celebrate Snowman Burning Day? This quirky holiday takes place on March 20th, and it has a fascinating history rooted in Michigan. The tradition began back in 1971 at Lake Superior State University, where students wanted to create a fun way to mark the arrival of spring. Inspired by a German festival, the event involves lighting a straw snowman on fire, symbolizing the end of winter and the joyful embrace of warmer days ahead. As participants gather around the roaring flames, they share laughter, stories, and even hope for a snow-free future. The celebration has grown over the years, bringing students and locals together to enjoy the festivities and appreciate the change of seasons. It might seem odd to celebrate by burning a snowman, but it's all about saying goodbye to winter in a lighthearted way. So if you're near Michigan in March, you might want to join in on this fun tradition. Who knew saying farewell to snow could be so enjoyable? Let's uncover the truth about global languages. Mandarin Chinese is not only the most widely spoken language in the world, but it also boasts over 1 billion native speakers. This staggering number puts it far ahead of Spanish and English, which follow in popularity. Can you imagine how rich and diverse communication must be in regions where Mandarin is spoken? In contrast, Papua New Guinea, with its vibrant cultural landscape, showcases an astonishing variety of over 800 distinct languages. This incredible linguistic diversity highlights how language shapes our identities and cultures. Each language represents unique ways of thinking and expressing ideas, making the study of languages like Mandarin and those in Papua New Guinea so fascinating. With such vast and varied languages out there, what does it reveal about our global society and our connections to one another? Krakatoa's eruption shook the world in 1883. This volcanic event is infamous for its astonishing loudness, reaching levels that literally ruptured eardrums of people as far as 40 miles away. Imagine being that close to the explosion, where the sound was not only overwhelming, but also dangerous. It wasn't just the nearby residents who felt its impact. The eruption was heard across the globe. Reports indicate that people over 3,000 miles away could hear the mighty roar, making it one of the loudest sounds ever recorded in history. This terrifying eruption didn't just result in sound, it also caused massive tsunamis and significant climate changes for years afterward. The atmospheric disturbances created a phenomenon known as volcanic winter, leading to cooler global temperatures. The aftermath of Krakatoa even inspired artists and writers, capturing the imagination of many. Its legacy reminds us of the power of nature and the extraordinary events that can shape our planet. Are you ready to learn more about such wild natural occurrences? Have you ever considered how language shapes culture? Language is more than just a means of communication. It can profoundly influence cultural identity and practices. For instance, the Indonesian language is a fascinating example of this dynamic interplay. It has evolved by incorporating elements from multiple linguistic sources, including Malay, Dutch, Portuguese, and indigenous languages. This blending reflects Indonesia's rich history of trade, colonization, and cultural exchange. As a result, the Indonesian language not only conveys ideas, but also embodies the diverse traditions and values of its people. For example, specific words and phrases can reveal cultural attitudes towards community, respect, and nature, shaping how people interact with one another and the world around them. Understanding this connection between language and culture can help us appreciate how different societies express their unique identities. It also prompts us to consider our own languages and how they influence our thoughts and behaviors. So next time you hear a new phrase or word, think about the cultural stories it carries. Did you know sea slugs can photosynthesize? This remarkable ability stems from chlorophyll, a pigment also found in algae and certain organisms. By absorbing sunlight, these unique creatures convert light into energy through a process called photosynthesis. Just like plants, sea slugs and their algae partners can produce their own food, which showcases the incredible adaptability found in nature. Some sea slugs even incorporate the chloroplasts from the algae they consume into their own cells, allowing them to harness sunlight for energy. This fascinating adaptation not only helps them survive, but also illustrates the complex relationships in ecosystems. Together, these organisms remind us how life can thrive in unexpected ways, adapting to their environments and using sunlight as a powerful energy source. Isn't nature full of surprises? Ever thought about tornadoes in the UK? It might surprise you to learn that while the United States has the highest total number of tornadoes, the United Kingdom actually holds the title for the most tornadoes per square mile. This interesting fact showcases the unique weather patterns in the UK, where these swirling storms can occur more frequently in limited areas. Despite the US announcing more tornadoes overall, the UK's landscape allows for clusters of smaller tornadoes, often called mini-twisters, to form without much warning. Interestingly, the vast majority of these tornadoes in the UK are relatively weak, causing little to no damage. However, they can still be fascinating phenomena to witness. So the next time you think about tornadoes, don't just picture the mighty storms of America. Remember, the UK may have them appearing more often in smaller forms. What other weather surprises are out there waiting to be discovered? Is it really true that eagles can chase drones? Golden eagles have actually been trained in several countries to intercept unauthorized drones, blending ancient hunting skills with modern technology. Imagine soaring high in the sky, an eagle swooping down with precision to snatch up a rogue drone. This fascinating adaptation highlights how wildlife can play a role in today's security efforts. In countries like Spain and the Netherlands, experts have been working with these magnificent birds, teaching them to spot and catch drones that may pose a threat. The training process is quite remarkable and involves rewarding the eagles with food for their successful captures. As these birds are naturally skilled hunters, they can rapidly adapt their skills to track and intercept these new flying gadgets. The use of golden eagles not only showcases their incredible capabilities, but also raises questions about conservation and how we can use nature in innovative ways to tackle modern challenges. What if I told you about soldier teeth dentures? Long before the era of modern dental care and synthetic materials, people turned to a rather shocking source for dentures. In times of war, when casualties mounted, some clever folks discovered that the teeth of deceased soldiers could be used as replacements for those who lost their own. These gruesome yet practical dental solutions weren't uncommon during the 18th and 19th centuries, as many sought a way to replace lost teeth without the luxury of contemporary options. Not only did this practice raise ethical questions, but it also highlighted the lengths people would go to maintain appearances and functionality. Imagine having a part of history in your mouth. Although today's dentures are crafted from durable plastics and metals, the story of these soldier teeth provides a fascinating glimpse into how society adapted in tough times. So, next time you hear about dental technology, think back to those unconventional, eerie days of reusing human teeth. This might surprise you. The River Thames froze. In 1684, the River Thames experienced an intense winter that caused it to freeze solid for 2 whole months. Imagine walking across this mighty river on ice instead of water. Historical records suggest that the winter was particularly brutal, with temperatures plummeting below what we typically expect today. Such extreme conditions were not unheard of in the past. Many rivers in Europe suffered similar fates during harsh winters. The freezing of the Thames not only transformed the landscape, but also allowed people to hold fairs on the ice. Families skated, played games, and even sold goods, all while enjoying a rare sight. This event demonstrates just how severe winter weather can be, making us think about how climate change affects our weather patterns today. So, could we ever see such a winter again? Did you know gorillas react to birth control pills? Research shows that these majestic creatures respond to hormonal contraceptives much like humans do. The surprising similarity highlights the deep genetic connection between us and great apes. When gorillas are exposed to birth control hormones, they experience changes in their bodies that mirror the effects seen in humans. This biological overlap not only fascinates scientists, but also plays a crucial role in understanding reproductive health across species. By examining how gorillas, our close relatives, respond to such medications, researchers can gain valuable insights into both human and ape health. This collaboration between species not only enhances our knowledge of reproductive systems, but also helps us appreciate the importance of protecting these remarkable animals and their habitats. What other surprising links might we discover between humans and our animal cousins? Is it really true that bananas are slightly radioactive? Yes, it is. Bananas contain a tiny amount of potassium-40, a naturally occurring radioactive isotope of potassium. This might sound a bit alarming, but there's no need to worry. The level of radiation in bananas is extremely low, making it perfectly safe to eat them. In fact, you would need to consume an unrealistic amount of bananas, over 10,000 in one sitting, to get a dose of radiation that could pose any risk to your health. Potassium is essential for our bodies, helping with muscle function and heart health, and bananas are a delicious source of this important nutrient. So next time you peel one open, remember that you're not just enjoying a tasty snack, you're also indulging in a unique piece of nature that's a little bit radioactive. How interesting is that? Can you imagine the world's oldest musical instrument? The Hohlfels flute, discovered in 2008 in southern Germany, is a remarkable piece of history that dates back a staggering 35,000 to 40,000 years. This ancient flute was unearthed in the Hohlfels cave, not far from the town of Schalklingen, and it provides us a unique glimpse into the lives of our prehistoric ancestors. Made from the wing bone of a vulture, this instrument suggests that early humans had a sense of creativity and artistry long before recorded history. Imagine gathering around a fire with fellow cave dwellers while one person plays enchanting melodies on this bone flute, possibly as a form of communication or ritual. The discovery of such an ancient instrument helps researchers understand the cultural practices of early humans, showing that music may have played a vital role in their social lives. So how did our ancestors use music? What stories could this flute tell if it could speak? Is it really true that the Sahara covers 11 countries? Yes, it's incredible, but true. The vast Sahara Desert, one of the largest deserts in the world, spreads across an astonishing 11 countries in North Africa. These countries include Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan, Tunisia, and Western Sahara. Encompassing more than 3.5 million square miles, the Sahara features diverse landscapes, including vast sand dunes, rocky plateaus, and even mountain ranges. The climate is extremely arid, with temperatures that can soar during the day and plunge at night. Surprisingly, despite its harsh conditions, the Sahara is home to unique wildlife, such as the Sahara silver antelope and various reptiles. Additionally, many nomadic tribes like the Tuareg have thrived in this challenging environment for centuries, showcasing human resilience and adaptability. The Sahara is not just sand, it's a place rich in history, culture, and fascinating geographical features. So next time you think of the Sahara, remember its expansive presence across multiple nations. Can you imagine dogs feeling stressed from hugs? Many dog owners often express their love through warm embraces, but surprisingly, this can lead to stress for our furry friends. Dogs generally perceive hugs as a sign of dominance rather than affection, triggering feelings of discomfort. According to animal psychologists, when a dog feels hugged, it might respond by licking its lips, turning its head away, or folding its ears back, all signs of anxiety. Instead of wrapping your arms around your pup, try showing your love through gentle belly rubs or playful interactions. These gestures can strengthen your bond without causing any discomfort. Learning to communicate affection in a way dogs understand makes for happier, healthier pets. So next time you want to cuddle, think about your dog's feelings. Are they enjoying the cuddle or wishing for some space? Believe it or not, the Sahara Desert is extreme. This vast desert is famous not just for its stunning dunes and endless sand, but also for its shocking temperature swings. During the day, the Sahara can sizzle under the hot sun, reaching temperatures as high as 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Yet as night falls, things change dramatically. The temperature can plummet by as much as 38 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, bringing chilly nights that can leave even the most seasoned desert travelers shivering. This extreme difference occurs because deserts have very little moisture, and vegetation, which means they can't retain heat after sunset. The Sahara showcases a fascinating aspect of climate and weather extremes, where adaptability is essential for both wildlife and humans seeking to thrive in such conditions. What incredible sights and experiences await in this desert wonderland? Did you know Canada grows most of the world's lentils? This amazing fact highlights Canada's vital role in global agriculture, producing over a third of the world's lentils. The province of Saskatchewan is the powerhouse behind this impressive statistic, where vast fields of vibrant green and golden lentil crops thrive. Lentils are a popular legume packed with protein, fiber, and essential nutrients, making them a favorite ingredient in many cuisines around the world. Farmers in Saskatchewan utilize modern farming techniques and favorable weather conditions to cultivate these nutritious seeds. The lentil harvest isn't just significant for local economies, it also impacts global food security, as many countries import these legumes for their nutritious benefits. By nurturing healthy lentil crops, Saskatchewan contributes to a sustainable food system while boosting its own agricultural economy. So next time you enjoy a delicious lentil soup or salad, remember that Saskatchewan plays a key role in bringing those wholesome ingredients to your table. Hard to believe, but Tarantino bought a video store. When filmmaker Quentin Tarantino heard that Video Archives, the rental store where he once worked, was closing down, he decided to take action. Understanding the store's deep personal significance, he purchased its entire inventory and transformed his basement into a replica of the beloved shop. For Tarantino, this wasn't just about preserving movies. It was also a way to hold on to cherished memories of his early days in cinema. Video Archives was a treasure trove filled with films that shaped his unique filmmaking style. By recreating this space, Tarantino ensured that the essence of the store and its influence on his career would not fade away. His passion for film and nostalgia drove this remarkable decision, making it a fascinating story about love for cinema and personal history. How cool is it to relive your past in such a creative way? Did you know dragonflies can zoom at 60 miles per hour? These incredible insects are not just pretty to look at, they're also among the fastest flyers in the insect world. With their long, slender bodies and agile wings, dragonflies can reach impressive speeds that help them catch their prey. Flying at such high velocities allows them to hunt down smaller insects like mosquitoes and flies with amazing precision. In addition to their speed, dragonflies can also hover in place, fly backward, and even change direction mid-air, making them superb aerial acrobats. While many creatures rely on speed as their primary means of escaping predators, dragonflies are highly skilled in both catching food and avoiding becoming a snack themselves. Whether you see them darting over a pond or perched on a blade of grass, these fascinating insects are sure to impress with their remarkable flying abilities. Did H.G. Wells predict atomic bombs in 1914? In his groundbreaking novel, The World Set Free, H.G. Wells envisioned a future fueled by atomic energy, long before it became a reality. Writing in 1914, he explored the terrifying potential of bomb-powered energy that could annihilate cities and plunge the world into conflict. His story depicted a society grappling with the newfound power of nuclear technology, highlighting both its promise and peril. This vivid imagination resonated surprisingly well with scientists involved in the Manhattan Project during World War II, who were tasked with developing actual atomic bombs. Wells's predictions serve as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the thin line between scientific progress and destruction. Could it be that fiction helped shape the future of warfare and energy use, forcing us to confront the consequences of our own inventions? What if I told you cereal has divine roots? The word cereal comes from the name of Ceres, the Roman goddess of agriculture and harvested crops. Ceres was highly revered in ancient Rome, symbolizing the importance of farming and food production for society's survival. This means every time you enjoy a bowl of cereal, you're indirectly celebrating this goddess's legacy. It's fascinating to think about how language connects us to history. The word evolved from the Latin cerealis, which referred to anything related to Ceres. Over time, it came to describe the grains that are a staple in our diets, transforming into our favorite breakfasts. Today, cereal isn't just a quick meal. It has become an essential part of many cultures, with numerous varieties available, from flaky cornflakes to sweetened oats. So as you pour that bowl, consider how your breakfast is rooted in ancient mythology. Let's uncover the truth about space probes. Space probes have dramatically changed the way we understand our solar system and beyond. These amazing machines travel millions of miles, equipped with instruments to gather information on planets, moons, comets, and asteroids. For instance, NASA's Voyager probes, launched in the late 1970s, provided stunning images and data about the outer planets, revealing features like Jupiter's Great Red Spot and Saturn's intricate rings. More recent missions, like the Mars rovers, have explored the Martian surface, searching for signs of past life and studying its climate. Each mission adds critical pieces to the cosmic puzzle, helping scientists unravel the mysteries of space and time. Not only do these probes fuel our curiosity, but they also inspire future generations to dream big. What more will we learn as we push the boundaries of exploration? Let's uncover the truth about Scotty James Doohan. His fascinating life goes far beyond his role on Star Trek. Born in Canada, Doohan not only shined as a beloved actor, but also bravely served in World War II. As a soldier, he experienced intense moments that shaped his character, including a remarkable encounter about an obituary that emerged during the war. This poignant event highlighted the bond and camaraderie among soldiers facing the realities of conflict. Doohan's ability to captivate audiences on screen is fueled by these life experiences, merging the intensity of real battle with the artistry of performance. His story showcases not only the entertainment industry, but also the bravery of those who served during one of history's most challenging times. So how did Doohan navigate both the battlefield and the spotlight? His journey remains a testament to resilience and talent. What if I told you about a miraculous recovery? A man struggling with severe obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, and an intense fear of germs faced unimaginable challenges daily. In a tragic moment, he attempted suicide, but experienced an extraordinary outcome. The bullet that should have harmed him seemingly eliminated his mental illness without causing any physical damage. This bizarre twist has been described as weird and raises fascinating questions about the mind and body connection. After the incident, this man's OCD symptoms vanished, leaving him free from the compulsions and anxiety that had plagued him. While such an outcome is rare and certainly not advisable as a treatment, it has sparked discussions among mental health professionals about the complex nature of psychological disorders. How can such a traumatic experience lead to unexpected healing? This case highlights the mysteries of our minds and the resilience of the human spirit. What if I told you about Kingdom of Heaven's epic length? The director's cut of this historical film runs for an astounding 3 hours and 14 minutes. This extended version dives deeper into the story than the original theatrical release, enhancing the characters and plot intricacies. Starting with an overture, viewers are welcomed into the film's immersive world with a musical introduction that sets the tone for the adventure ahead. After nearly 2 hours of captivating storytelling, there's a unique 3-minute intermission. During this break, audiences can enjoy a still image paired with a musical score, allowing them to reflect on the journey so far before diving back into the epic tale. This longer runtime enables a richer exploration of the themes of honor, faith, and conflict during the Crusades. Fans of grand storytelling and historical dramas often appreciate this detailed version, as it brings a more profound understanding of the characters' motivations and struggles. Does a longer film make for a better experience? Have you ever wondered why meetings waste so much time? Recent research reveals that a surprising number of corporate meetings are entirely unnecessary, suggesting they could be efficiently replaced with emails. Imagine sitting in a meeting that stretches on while most participants are zoning out or glancing at their phones. This common scenario not only frustrates employees, but also drains valuable time and energy that could be spent on productive tasks. The constant barrage of meetings often leads to burnout and disengagement among staff. Experts recommend being intentional about scheduling. Before calling a meeting, ask whether the information can simply be shared in an email instead. By doing so, companies can foster a more efficient workplace culture that respects employees' time and promotes better communication. So the next time you're heading into a meeting, consider whether it's really necessary and if you could achieve the same goal through a quick email. Did fidget spinners become a safety hazard? The fidget spinner craze took the world by storm, attracting attention with its sleek designs and fun tricks. Initially made from simple plastic, manufacturers started to create spinners from premium materials like titanium and even gold, appealing to collectors and enthusiasts alike. However, as the popularity soared, some people began attempting dangerous stunts, leading to unintended accidents and injuries. In fact, certain models were found to be choking hazards, prompting urgent recalls and safety warnings from health experts. Many parents were concerned about these risks, while others questioned if the enjoyment of spinning was worth the potential dangers. This whirlwind of excitement and caution reminds us that while trends can be thrilling, they also require a careful look at safety. So while fidget spinners may be fun, should we be more vigilant about their risks? Is it really true that stingrays can be giant? You bet! The largest freshwater fish ever recorded is none other than the gigantic freshwater stingray found in Southeast Asia's Mekong River. This incredible creature can grow to a staggering size, with the largest documented specimen weighing around 300 kilograms, which is about 661 pounds. Imagine a fish measuring approximately 4 meters or 13 feet in length. That's longer than the average car. These stingrays thrive in the murky waters of the Mekong, where they glide gracefully along the riverbed. Unfortunately, they face threats from habitat loss and fishing. Protecting these majestic animals is crucial, as they play a vital role in the river ecosystem. So next time you think of fish, remember that beneath the surface, giants like the freshwater stingray are swimming their way through the depths of the Mekong. Discover Hugh Jackman's hidden talent in music and dance. Hugh Jackman is famous for his fierce portrayal of Wolverine in the X-Men series, but did you know he's also an incredibly talented singer and dancer? Beyond his action-packed movie roles, Hugh has dazzled audiences on stage in remarkable productions like Man of La Mancha and Les Miserables. In Les Miserables, he sang the iconic role of Jean Valjean, showcasing his powerful voice and emotional depth. His performances are not just about hitting high notes, they are filled with passion and energy, captivating everyone in the audience. Jackman's journey in the performing arts began long before he donned Wolverine's claws. He attended the Western Australian Academy of Performing Arts, where he honed his skills. With his extensive background in theater, it's no wonder he continually impresses with his ability to seamlessly transition from film to live performances. Whether you're a fan of superhero movies or Broadway musicals, Hugh Jackman's diverse talents make him a true artistic powerhouse. You won't believe this about Japan's surprise attack. In 1904, Japan stunned the world by launching a surprise attack against Russia, marking the first time an Asian nation defeated a European power in modern history. This bold move centered around Port Arthur, where Japanese forces targeted the Russian fleet and infamously damaged Flotrick Airport. Though it may seem unusual, American strategists played a vital role in planning this operation, helping Japan refine its military tactics. The attack caught Russia completely off guard, leading to a swift victory for Japan. This conflict, known as the Russo-Japanese War, reshaped the balance of power in East Asia and had far-reaching consequences, influencing international relations for decades. As Japan emerged as a major player on the world stage, it raised questions about colonialism, imperialism, and the evolving dynamics between East and West. How did this remarkable shift in power change the future? Here's something incredible about Sylvester Stallone's heart attack. During the filming of Rocky IV, a moment on set took a dramatic turn when Stallone, who portrayed the iconic boxer Rocky Balboa, suffered a heart attack. This wasn't just an ordinary health scare. It was triggered by an injury from his co-star Dolph Lundgren, who played the powerful Ivan Drago. The scene they were filming was intense, and Lundgren delivered a punch that inadvertently caused serious damage. Following this incident, Stallone found himself in intensive care for 9 days to recover. Despite the setback, he showed remarkable resilience, bouncing back to complete the film. This incident sheds light on the physical demands of action films and the unexpected risks actors face while performing stunts and fight scenes. Stallone's determination didn't just showcase his dedication to his craft, it also drew attention to the importance of safety measures in filming. So the next time you watch Rocky IV, remember the incredible story behind the scenes. You might be shocked by your cell phone's bacteria level. Studies reveal that our beloved cell phones can harbor up to 30 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. This controversial finding underscores the importance of regularly cleaning our devices. Think about it. We take our phones everywhere, from public restrooms to restaurants and even while commuting. Each time we touch them, we transfer germs from our hands. Those germs can easily multiply, turning our phones into little breeding grounds for bacteria. Without proper care, our phones can become a health risk, potentially spreading illnesses. To combat this, experts recommend using disinfectant wipes or sprays designed for electronics, ensuring we clean our phones daily, especially after being in crowded places. Just a few moments of cleaning can make a huge difference in your health. So, when was the last time you gave your phone a good scrub? Geckos have a unique survival trick that stuns scientists. When threatened by predators, these amazing lizards can shed their tails, allowing them to escape while the tail distracts their attacker. This remarkable ability not only helps them survive in the wild, but also showcases an extraordinary adaptation in nature. After losing their tail, geckos can regrow a new one, but it may not look quite like the original. Their tails often lack the same structure and coloration, yet they serve as an effective defense mechanism. Beyond this awesome trick, geckos also boast a fascinating feature. Their skin is self-cleaning. This means they can repel dirt and water, helping them stay clean without much effort. This incredible property has inspired scientists and engineers to develop new materials for various applications, from clothing to building surfaces. Imagine wearing a shirt that never stains or having walls that stay clean without washing. The secrets of gecko biology continue to amaze researchers and inspire innovations that could change our everyday lives. What if I told you algae can save the planet? Algae farms are becoming key players in the fight against climate change, thanks to their remarkable ability to absorb carbon dioxide. Certain species of algae can sequester a staggering 140 tons of CO2 per hectare each year. To put that into perspective, that's 5 times more than what a forest can achieve. This extraordinary process happens because algae are incredibly efficient at photosynthesis, using sunlight to convert CO2 into biomass. As global temperatures rise and environmental concerns escalate, algae offer a sustainable solution to reduce greenhouse gases and enhance air quality. By investing in and expanding algae farming, we can actively combat climate change while also exploring its potential in biofuels and food production. Imagine transforming our oceans and lakes into thriving carbon sinks that not only help the environment, but also create jobs and boost economies. How can we expand this promising green technology? Recycled shoes made from ocean plastic? In 2017, a company took a bold step to tackle ocean pollution by selling over 1 million pairs of shoes made from recycled ocean plastic. Each pair of these innovative shoes used 11 plastic bottles, showcasing how discarded materials can be transformed into something useful. This initiative highlights the brand's strong commitment to sustainability and the fight against plastic waste. The idea is not just about creating stylish footwear. It's a message urging us all to rethink how we view waste. By recycling plastic that might otherwise end up harming marine life, the company not only provides consumers with trendy shoes, but also raises awareness of the broader issue of pollution. It's a win-win situation. Stylish, comfortable shoes in a cleaner environment. Every step taken in these shoes symbolizes a step toward a more sustainable planet. So next time you lace up, remember that each pair could help keep our oceans cleaner and reduce plastic waste. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as a pair of shoes can make a difference? Prepare to be amazed by the science of contrails. These fascinating white streaks you see in the sky are more than just airplane leftovers. They tell a story of science in action. Contrails form when hot gases from aircraft engines meet the icy air high up in the atmosphere. When this happens, the water vapor in those gases condenses and crystallizes, creating tiny ice crystals that reflect sunlight, giving us those striking trails. Depending on the altitude and weather conditions, contrails can fade quickly or linger for hours, sometimes spreading out to form cirrus clouds. Scientists study these formations to understand their impact on climate, as persistent contrails can trap heat and contribute to warming. Have you ever wondered on a clear day how many planes are passing overhead, leaving trails that are both beautiful and scientifically significant? Believe it or not, the Crucian carp is a survival champ. This remarkable fish has an incredible ability to thrive in oxygen-poor environments, such as frozen lakes. When faced with low oxygen levels, Crucian carp undergo a fascinating metabolic transformation. Instead of producing lactic acid like most fish would, they switch to producing alcohol, effectively turning their bodies into tiny distilleries. This unique adaptation allows them to survive for months without breathing oxygen. You might wonder how they do it. The Crucian carp's cells convert stored carbohydrates into ethanol, which they then release into the water. This process not only helps them survive, but also keeps their internal environment stable. So next time you think about survival tactics in nature, remember the Crucian carp and its extraordinary way of turning a tough situation into a win. Isn't that an amazing survival strategy?